Hello, good people. I hope you're doing fine and you're all moving on by God's grace. I'm also doing fine and I'm moving on by God's grace. It's freezing cold here, but all is well. Thank you so much for those who are subscribed for my channel, those who continue watching, those who are supporting me by subscribing, liking, and sharing. Thank you so much. Those who haven't, please subscribe, share, like, so that I can move forward. Otherwise, thank you so much. May God bless you. Today I want us to talk on something. I've been trying to be an advocate for breastfeeding. I would love to see all mothers breastfeed their children. So I'm trying as much as I can to educate and to talk to first-time mothers, to mothers in general, to breastfeed their babies, because it's very beneficial. And today I have something new that I want us to share. And today I'm going to share on how to hand express and storing, or pumping your milk and storing. But the most important thing that I want to talk today is on storing breast milk. How do you store your breast milk so that it can be safe for your baby and can continue maintaining the nutrients that it has got from you? I have some few tips that I would like to share. And one of the tips that once you have expressed, hope you have watched in my previous videos where I was demonstrating on how to express breast milk. You can either pump or use your hand expression. They both work. It depends on how you prefer it. There are some who prefer hand expression, and there are some who prefer pumping. But all in all, as long as you get the milk out of you, that's fine. But then, how do you store it so that it cannot go sour, it cannot taste bad, and it cannot become again harmful to your baby? Because once you express your milk and then you just leave it anyhow, it can either go sour or it can either become harmful to your baby. So today I want us to talk on some few tips on how you can store your breast milk. Once you have expressed it, once you have removed the milk, first of all, make sure that, as I've talked in my previous videos, make sure that you wash your hands thoroughly, make sure that you have a very clean containers, make sure that everything is so clean so that your milk can be stored in a safe place. The other thing, you can either store it in sterilized containers, or you can store it in special bags for breast milk. There are special bags that they are sold for breast milk. So you can choose either ways. If you have a clean container, sterilized clean containers, then you can keep in those containers. First of all, you can store it in room temperature, and in room temperature you can just put it somewhere safe. It can last for the whole day, and this is especially when it is going to be used, because you know that the kids, when they are born, they breastfeed frequently. Maybe after 2 hours, you find that the kid needs to be breastfed. So you can store it in room temperature. After you've stored your milk in safe containers, in clean containers, you can put it under room temperature, so that person who is taking care of your baby can continue giving your baby after 2 hours, after 2 hours, because you know that newborn babies need this milk as frequent as often. The other tip for storing breast milk, you can put it in the refrigerator. And what I mean by in the refrigerator, make sure that the degrees are 4 degrees Celsius or below. They are not so high. So you can even buy a thermometer to measure the temperature in your refrigerator, because this one can last for around 24 hours when you put it in the refrigerator. So you can store it there, and it can also be used. The other thing you can also do, there are those compartments in the refrigerator where they have got ice bags, so you can also put them there. It can also be safe there. The other storage also can do, you can put it in a freezer. You can freeze your milk, your breast milk, and but that one for freezing, that means it is for longer use, because once you want to defrost it, that means you have to take out of the freezer and then defrost it. And a caution here, precaution: don't boil breast milk. You know, there are some you get your milk from the freezer and then you boil it. That won't work. it's supposed to be warm, not boiled. So once you remove your milk from the freezer, you can put it under warm running water. You can put it in a jug where there is warm water. Then you put it there for some time, and then you shake it well, so that it doesn't, because when you boil it, that means you are killing the nutrients. As you see, our breast, when you express it, it's warm. It is at room temperature. So you're not supposed to boil it. So please, mothers, once you've frozen your breast milk, once you take it out and want to feed your baby, don't boil it. Don't microwave it. Please, please, please. That one will kill the nutrients, and it will become hotter for your baby, because you know that at that tender age, the baby is too little, and if you give it something very hot, you can easily harm your baby. So please don't heat the breast milk. First of all, you'll kill the nutrients, and second of all, you'll harm your baby. So please put it at room temperature. When you have removed it from the freezer, when you are defrosting it, use running water, running warm water. You know, in some taps you open and you get warm water. Then you can use it for warming it. Or you can put warm water in a jug, then you put your milk for it to what? For it to get warmer. The other thing, there are some babies, it will depend on your baby. Some babies don't mind drinking cold milk. So if you remove it from the fridge, you can easily give it to your baby. Your baby may enjoy the cold milk. So it depends on how your baby will like it to have. But I'll prefer it to warm it, so that it can be safer for your baby, and it can also not be so cold, because at this tender age, giving your baby cold things, it may not be safe for your baby. So please, mothers, I've talked on how you can store your breast. So you don't have any excuse, mothers, of saying that, oh, I'm working, I cannot give my baby breast milk because I'm working, because I'm busy, because I'm this and this. You can express your milk, and then you can store it. You can express your milk and then give it to your caretaker to give your baby your breast milk. It's very essential to have your breast milk for your baby for the first 6 months. Please, mothers and mothers in general, those who are together with me in this advocating for breastfeeding, in this educating people on how to breastfeed, please join hands with me. Let's educate each other, and let's share this information to others. But breastfeeding is very important, so don't have any excuse for not breastfeeding your baby because you cannot store your breast milk. You can store it. You can keep it. You can have it for later use. You can just, as long as you have breast milk. And I believe that as long as you have children, you have delivered your baby, you have breast milk, unless otherwise, if you have any problems or maybe sickness. But as long as you're having breast milk, please don't leave that breast milk to just go on waste. Just have use of it so that you can give it to your baby. So today's tip is what I was just talking on storing of breast milk and expressing of breast milk. So hope you have got some tips. Please, mothers, join hands with me so that you can educate each other on breastfeeding and storing breast milk. Thank you for now. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.